WLTX breaking news now.
Thank you so much for joining us here on WLTX Plus. We want to bring you some live updates right now. Sheriff Leon Lott is holding a press conference providing an update on that June 4th shooting that happened in the Northeast. Let's take you live.
2018 in Florence, where 2 officers were killed, where we worked that crime scene. This is a massive crime scene with lots of locations, lots of stuff that we had to process. After I showed the videos from body cams from last week, I had quite a few military people who approached me, called me and said, that sounded like that was in Iraq. It sounded like that was in Afghanistan with the number of shots that were fired. And it really was. Only by the grace of God that our 3 deputies did not get killed. God put his arms of protection around them and took care of them. So as you see in front of me, and I'll go over this in just a few minutes, this is the firepower that we are facing. And not just us in law enforcement, this is what the community is being subjected to. This started off as shooting into 2 homes in a very crowded neighborhood out in the Summit. These are the type of weapons that these young people have out in our community who just do not care what they do, who they shoot at, where the bullets are going. This is weapons that you would see in a war, and it is a war. It is a war that we're fighting out here. The men and women who wear these uniforms are out here every single day fighting people who have got guns like this and who don't care. Our citizens are the same way, that being subjected to guns like this, shootings in neighborhoods, drive-by shootings, for what? That's what you got to stand up here and just shake your head about and say, what is this all about? As far as the shootings that I'm going to talk about, we really don't know why. All the individuals knew each other, knew where each other lived, why they did it. I have no clue. We have 2 separate investigations going on. We have our critical incident team who's investigating officer-involved shooting since one of our deputies fired the shot that killed the man that was found dead. And then we have our major crimes who are investigating the whole big picture, the shootings into the 2 residents and everybody that's been involved in this. I will tell you that we have recovered 200 shell casings, which is 200 bullets that were fired by the people involved, not us, but by the people involved in this. We've identified 5 people that I will talk about on Team A. So we have Team A and we have Team B, and they go back and forth. Team A is the 5 that we've identified so far. We've arrested 3. One of them is deceased, and we have 1 that we're still looking for. I will tell you there's going to be some parents that are going to go to jail, if that's what you want to call them. So we have adults that were involved in this, that helped it, that assisted, that were part of it. They're going to go to jail too. So when I talk about the one that we're looking for now, he's getting help by family and friends to avoid us. So we don't catch him. We're going to catch him. He's going to get caught. But anybody who helps him is going to go to jail too. So I hope everybody hears that loud and clear out in this community, that when they see his picture and know we're looking for him, that if you help him in any way, then you're going to get locked up too. So we'll start off with a body cam. Some people wanted to know, well, how did they know that y'all were deputies? So I'm going to show a body cam from one of the officers that were there, and I want you to listen to her twice. She identified Sheriff's Department. Put your hands up. Twice she identified the Sheriff's Department.
Oh, shit!
You heard it twice. Sheriff's Department, put your guns down, put your hands up. Twice So there was no doubt when they were shooting who they were shooting at. They were shooting at deputy sheriff from the Richland County Sheriff's Department. Next. All right, first shooting starts here. This is where the first shooting starts. You have Team B who goes to Team A and shoots. And then you have Team A who gets together and decides, all right, we're going to go shoot back. So they go back and they do a shooting. So you have two different shootings in the residence. Then you have where our deputies respond and we do a track with our K-9. You have K-9 officers, have another deputy to do the track. That's where they track to where you saw in the back of the house where they identify themselves and the shooting starts. Timeline. Team B does drive-by shooting of Team A. Team A goes to meet up. They get together. They go and Team A does a shooting at Team B's house. And then our deputies respond and they do a track and then we end up back where on Legion Oaks where the shooting of our deputies. Now, the body cams that we showed last week, they just didn't stand in one place and shoot. We actually have videos of them circling the deputies and trying to flank them and then shooting at the same time. So this was not just one place with deputies, one place with the bad guys. Our deputies were trying to get away. They're trying to flank them or they're trying to shoot them. These are the ones that we've arrested. All right. Deaver is the one that was shot and killed by our deputy, Abdullah. We found a bag that has 2 of his phones, his driver's license, and 3 guns in it. One of the guns was used in the shooting. You have Buford, who was 18 at the time of shooting. He's had a birthday in jail, so he was involved in it. We also have his 16-year-old brother. Attention hearing him yesterday in family court where he was detained. The solicitor's office will be doing a waiver to get him charged as an adult. And then you have Lindsay also, who's charged also. They're charged with 3 counts of attempted murder for trying to kill our deputies, along with some other charges. We have another one we're looking for. Taji, 21, going to be charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. He's the one that's on the run. So if your parents of him are out there, family members, you're not doing him any favors by keeping him out in the street, because we will find him. So if you want to do the right thing, then you need to bring him in. But he's the one that we're looking for. You look at these guns, at the arrests that we've made, you see the guns that we've seized. I think 1 or 2 of them are stolen. You've got 3 of these rifles that have been modified where they shoot fully automatic. That's some of the shootings that you heard was where you pull the trigger one time and the gun just keeps on firing. You see the extended magazines. You see the number of bullets that these guns will shoot. It was deadly out there that day, that night, very deadly. Again, we're very lucky that our deputies are alive. It was bad. So appreciate the assistance of the community. That community in Northeast Columbia, the Summit area, helped us. They provided information. They provided videos from cameras that they had. That's helped us out tremendously. Our investigators have been working around the clock on these cases, and we will continue to do it. We have not even started locking up Team B yet. We focus on Team A because that's the ones who shot at us. But Team B was the one who started it by shooting the house where Team A was at. We'll get Team B too. So parents out there, if you know that your child was involved in this, you need to go ahead and bring them on in, because if not, then you're going to get a knock on your door about 4 o'clock in the morning, and they'll go to jail at that point. Again, very complex investigation. a lot of moving parts going with it. Everybody, this has been a full court press by the Sheriff's Department. From DNA, we've matched DNA up from some of the suspects on some of the weapons, ballistics, tying all the guns into all the different shootings. We've got ballistics that tie guns into the shootings at Team B's house, along with shooting at our deputies. So you see the type of weapons that we're faced with. So that is the update. We'll continue to work it. And next time I stand up here, it's going to be announcing that we've got some more arrests. Questions?
Is Miller, are we still believing that he is a danger to the community?
Yeah, he's a danger to the community. This is what kind of stuff he's got right here. Yeah, he's a danger. That's why he needs to go to jail. He tried to kill 3 cops. I think that right there tells you he's a danger to this community.
You said that 2 guns were stolen. What about the rest of the guns? Where did they get these from?
Well, that's where we're going to be making some other charges on some people on how they were able to obtain these guns. You know, these aren't hunting guns. These are not guns that you're going to go out as a sportsman to hunt. These are guns used to kill people. That's what these guns are for.
Are you saying that these 17 guns came off of 3 people?
No, I'm saying that search warrants that we've done, that these are guns that we've recovered from people involved in this case.
How are the officers that responded?
They performed very professionally. I think you saw that on the body cam that we showed earlier on decisions that they made. They engaged initially, and then they tried to take cover and then tried to get out of the kill zone, which they were able to do. You just imagine being shot at as many times as they were shot at. I think so far we've recovered 62 bullets or shell casings from where they were shot at. And again, we're still finding shell casings, we're still finding bullets that's went into sheds, went into houses. So this is continuing.
With the parents' involvement, what exactly were they doing to assist the kids? Do you know? Were they providing weapons, or what were they doing?
Yeah, you'll be able to read that on the arrest warrants when we lock them up.
I just want to clarify, because earlier you said there was over 200 shell casings collected, but then you just said 62 were just from the 3rd location alone.
You had 3 different locations that were shots at. You had 2 homes that were shot at, and then you also had where our deputies were shot at. That's 3 separate locations where you had shell casings. And then you also had shell casings as they're running away, trying to circle our deputies. There's also shell casings. So we got a lot of shell casings.
And I understand, of course, one is on the run, but previously you were saying that upwards of 10 people were involved. So just to clarify, at this time, you're only looking for one other suspect.
Yeah, we hadn't dealt with Team B yet. That's 5 subjects that we've identified that was on Team A. Team B, we haven't got to them yet. So it's possibly up to 10. So we've already got 5 identified. So we'll see how many's on Team B.
And with Team A, have they had run-ins with the law before this previous incident?
Some of them have. Some of them have had previous arrests. So they're not angels, by no means. But this is what they got. This is what I think the community needs to see, that these young people have got out here in a neighborhood and they're shooting. I think last press conference we showed one of the houses that was shot up and how many bullet holes were in that house, how many bullet holes was in the house next to it. They don't care what they shoot at. They don't care if they're shooting at deputies, shooting at people. They don't care. They could care less. And this is what they got. Look at these guns. This is what we're dealing with. And this is what we're going to stop too. All right, thank y'all.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Wrapping up that press conference there with the Richland County Sheriff's Department. I just want you to take that look of the guns there on your screen. That is where Sheriff Leon Lott did kind of show you. Those were the type of weapons that people said that people in our community do have, and you can take a look at some of that. Sheriff Leon Lott said that these are weapons that you would see in a war. He also said that it was a war. Men and women in uniform are fighting people with guns just like that. Sheriff Leon Lott also said, quote, "These guns are used to kill people and they're not for hunting." He also said that search warrants showed that these guns are the guns that were recovered of people who are involved in this case. So you can see just some of the firearms that they had involving this case. So let's go ahead and go into what we just learned earlier just a couple of minutes ago involving this shooting that happened in the Summit neighborhood. This is in northeast Richland County. According to Sheriff Leon Lott, they recovered 200 shell casings so far that was fired by multiple people in 3 separate locations. You heard him saying Team A and Team B. We'll get to that in just a moment. But out of those 200 shell casings, according to Sheriff Leon Lott, 2 homes and then towards the deputies, 62 towards the deputies alone while they were there. Now, going back to Team A and Team B, right now we'll get to Team B in just a moment, but Team A is what Sheriff Leon Lott is focusing on today, saying that Team A consists of 5 people. All 5 people have been identified, and the sheriff says that these 5 people were the ones who were involved at shooting towards the deputies. We have also learned 3 of them have been arrested, 1 of them is dead, and 1 of them is still on the run. Sheriff Leon Lott also said that the parents of these individuals will go to jail if they are assisting, especially that suspect who is still on the run, saying that family, if they are assisting, they will go to jail. He did break down that map that showed those 2 groups, as we mentioned, Team A and Team B, who were involved. And Sheriff Leon Lott did confirm it started with back and forth drive-by shootings at 2 different locations. He also said it started with Team B, then it ended on over with Team A. And again, as I mentioned, and according to Sheriff Leon Lott, Team A was the one that shot at deputies. They said that they were going to be working on Team B after they finished finding everybody in Team A. So again, let's go ahead and break down who we have so far in that Team A. We have confirmed that the 3 people have been arrested: 18-year-old Sirion Buford, 18-year-old Journey Lindsay, and then 18-year-old Quagmore Deaver. Now, Deaver was the one who was pronounced dead there, as well as one of the suspects. Sheriff Leon Lott also said there was a 16-year-old juvenile who was also involved, but because of that person's age, they are not being identified there at that press conference. All of those 3 are going to be charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, among other charges. Now, they are still looking for a 21-year-old. What we're going to do is have much more information when News 19's Jamin Wade, who was out there. But I'm going to tell you now, they are still looking for 21-year-old Ty Miller. Also, 3 counts of attempted murder. And according to Sheriff Leon Lott, this man is still considered armed and dangerous. The sheriff also says that family is helping him hide and evade deputies right now. He also, when asked about prior records about any of these suspects, the sheriff said that, quote, "These are not angels by any means. This is what they got," and showed the houses, saying some of them do have prior arrest in there as well. Sheriff Leon Lott also said that he wanted to thank the community over in the Summit who provided that camera video to lead to those suspects. But he also reiterated today, if your child was involved, he is also asking those family members to bring them in. He said, quote, "You will get a knock at 4 a.m. and go to jail." Again, Team B, we haven't gotten to them yet, but in total, as we mentioned in the last press conference, they said up to 10 suspects. So there was the 5 that Sheriff Leon Lott mentioned, and he said that he doesn't have any word yet on how many were in Team B, but still up to possibly 10 suspects in total involving this. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to put all the names of the suspects and then the information about their charges and, of course, the person that they are still looking for on our website at WLTX.com. And our very own News 19's Jamin Wade is going to have a full recap of this press conference and breaking down what we know and what we need to be looking out for. That's coming up tonight on Friends at 5. We want to thank you all so much for joining us right here for this breaking news report. Stay safe out there, and we're going to have much more details coming up tonight at 5.